Hi students, today we are going to learn about Geography third chapter humidity and clouds. So look at this picture. It is a very sunny today. The wind has stopped blowing. I foresee sandstorm. Let's go quickly inside the house. Yes, event, I feel the same. Come, let's go fast. In second picture, buddy, it is very hot today. Yes, Soham, I am literally soaked because of the sweat. In third picture, children, come fast, wear your sweaters and then play again. Mummy, please wait, let's play, please. So, in this picture, we know about the weather condition of three places. So, generally, we keep taking about the weather condition. We can identify the weather condition through the conversation above. We experience the dampness or dryness in the air throughout the year. The changes occurring in the weather condition in desert areas, coastal areas, and mountains areas is evident from the figures. Then Rajasthan. Rajasthan lies in a region with dry and hot air. Dry means free from liquid. There is hardly any moisture in the air. People wear loose cotton clothes. Moisture means wetness caused by water. Then Kashmir valley lies in a region with cold and dry air. Moisture is minimal in the air. People cover themselves with the warm clothes. Then in Mumbai, the air is hot and humid. There the proportion of moisture is very high in the air. In addition, dark clouds cover the sky. The content of moisture in the air increases. In the above discussion, we know the words hot, moisture and cool show the condition of the air. They relate to the content of the moisture in the air. Moisture in the air is invisible, but it is the major component of air which is taken into consideration while discussing the weather of any place. For a precipitation to occur in any place, presence of moisture in the air is very important. So precipitation means rain, snow fell to condense on the ground. Into steam or water vapor. Because of the sun heat, the water on the earth gets converted into water vapor. The process of evaporation is dependent on the dryness, temperature, and the speed of the wind. I will repeat this. The process of evaporation is dependent on the dryness, temperature, and the speed of the wind. If the air is dry and hot, the rate of evaporation increases. The process at evaporation continues even in a dry and cool air. On the other hand, evaporation occurs very slowly in the moist air. If the velocity and temperature of the air is high, then evaporation occurs rapidly. If the wind is blowing slowly, the air is cooler, then evaporation occurs slowly. Next point, humidity in the air means wetness in the atmosphere or dampness of moisture. The proportion of water vapor in the air is called humidity. The dryness or dampness of the air depends on the proportion of the water vapor. Air can hold moisture in the specific quantity at specific temperature only. As the air cools down, its moisture holding capacity reduces. This implies that warmer air can hold more moisture than cold air. At a certain temperature, the moisture holding capacity of air becomes equal to the proportion of moisture present in it. This condition of the air is called saturation of the air. Then generally humidity of the air is measured in the gram per cubic meter. I repeat this, the humidity of the air is measured in gram per cubic meter. When the humidity in the air is 0 gram per cubic meter, the air is said to be dry. When the humidity in the air is 0 gram per cubic meter, the air is said to be dry. And if the humidity in the air is 30 degrees Celsius temperature is 37 gram per cubic meter, then the air is said to be saturated. Then next point, absolute humidity. The amount of water vapor in 1 cubic meter of the air is called absolute humidity of the air. For example, the absolute humidity of the air near coastal areas is higher than air in the interior. Absolute humidity is higher in the equatorial areas, and while it reduces as we move toward the poles. The distribution of land and water on the earth and the season also affect the absolute humidity. Then next point, relative humidity. The amount of water vapor present in the air can be expressed as a percentage of the amount needed for saturation at the same temperature and same value. It is expressed in percentage. Relative humidity is equal to absolute humidity upon vapor holding capacity into 100. For example, given absolute humidity 20, vapor holding capacity 30, relative humidity is equal to absolute humidity and vapor holding capacity into 100, means 20 upon 30 into 100. The relative humidity of air is 66.6.